Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So we were talking about how busy our life is right now in this century. So, and we also pointed out that we have to overcome this situation somehow. Otherwise, the suffering that we are facing now, it will continue. So if we must do something about it.
所以咧，我哋如果想得到平衡嘅生活嘅話咧，我哋一定咧要有一個方法咧，去到解脫我哋嘅煩惱嘅根源嘅。
So as we discussed last Dhamma talk also, so a balanced life, a good life should be covered these four aspects as you see in the slide. So there are physical well-being. You have to take care of your body. If you do not take care of your body, you're weak. If you're weak, you cannot do anything else, right? So that's why you have to have the proper sleep, you have to have the proper eating, you have to proper exercise. And of course, as you know, the Hong Kong is well known for the physical well-being actually.
好似我哋喺上次嘅課堂上面有講過啦，有4種咧嘅平衡生活方式嘅。第一種咧就係關於身體健康嘅幸福嘅。咁如果我哋有健康嘅身體咧，其實我哋咧就可以去做到好多我哋可以去做嘅嘢。
So as you give a time, dedication to take care of your body, in the same way you also need to think about to take care of your mental body, mental well-being.
當我哋去成日去照顧我哋身體健康嘅時候咧，其實咧我哋唔可以忘記，同時間咧我哋都要照顧我哋嘅心理健康㗎。
And do not expect, as I said earlier, from one Dhamma talk, one listening, your suffering will be go away. It's not like that. It takes time.
咁我哋唔好諗住我哋去聽一次嘅佛法講座咧，就可以將我哋所有嘅煩惱咧就去除嘅。呢個係需要時間嘅。
Now, suppose it's a big rain, okay? I had the pot, water pot. So if I put this water pot outside, do you think the pot will be full of water at once with the raindrop? 好似咧，
如果依家落緊大雨嘅話，咁我攞一個樽去收集雨水。如果我擺喺外面，天一路喺度落緊大雨嘅話，你覺得呢一個樽會唔會一下子就可以裝滿晒雨水呢？
So it won't happen like that. There's no magic to do so. So what will happen is drop by drop, drop by drop, little by little, it will full of water. In the same way, of course, sometimes we try to have the like magic power, but mental cultivation is not like the magic power. It is the mental cultivation. You have to understand the pattern of your thinking, the way of how you're thinking, the way of life. Slowly, slowly, one by one, day by day, eventually you will come at the point where you see how to control what you say, what you do, what you think.
而我哋心力嘅發展呢，其實都好似呢一個落雨，我哋去收集雨水一樣嘅，係需要時間嘅，唔係一下子我哋嘅心就可以強起嚟嘅。我哋需要一點一滴咁樣去做，每一日咁樣去累積，咁我哋個心慢慢先至可以越嚟越強壯嘅。
So you need to take care of the physical body, you need to take care of your mental, so your balance. In the same times, do not forget to take care of others who are around you.
所以咧喺呢度，我哋身體我哋照顧到啦，我哋嘅心理健康又照顧到啦，跟住落嚟咧，我哋就要照顧我哋身邊嘅人。
Nice to them, a smile to them, be nice, be a smile, and do your duties and responsibilities toward the world. toward the society.
我哋要對我哋身邊嘅人成日都要保持我哋嘅微笑啦，我哋對我哋身邊嘅人要負責任啦，甚至乎對我哋成個社會、成個世界去負責任嘅。
So I don't think like, okay, I take care of my life, physical, mental life. I'm not doing anything bad. I'm not doing anything wrong to any people. So that is the social well-being. So I no need to go to temple. I don't need the monks. Don't think like that. Time to time, visit the temple, visit the monastic people, and get advice from them. Listen Dhamma from them. Have a connection with them. This is called the balanced life.
我哋唔好諗住我哋平時有冇做壞事啊，咁樣就已經係對社會好負責任啦。其實唔係㗎，其實咧，如果係我哋對我哋嘅社會負責任嘅話咧，我哋應該係要經常去聽經聞法，去親近善知識啦，親近三寶嘅。
So do you remember that I said that the king, the relationship between the king and Buddha? So there was the king actually who visited the Buddha at least twice a day. So as a king, so many works there, but still they are made to visit the Buddha. So are you busy than king?
所以大家記唔記得我曾經講過一個國王啊？咁佢每一日咧都會去拜見佛陀2次㗎。咁國王咧，你覺得佢好得閒咩？點解佢可以一日可以抽到2次嘅時間去見到佛陀咧？
So to have the balanced life, sometimes you have to give up certain things and do not hesitate to give up less priority thing in order to develop your life in a good way. So sometimes in the society we have a lots of duties, obligation, connection with the people, but in order to have the balanced life, in order to have the spiritual life, okay, sometimes we have to sacrifice, and that sacrifice is sometimes we have to avoid some certain people who are, we say, bad friends. Of course we will talk about it.
所以咧喺我哋生活上面咧，其實我哋有時都要作出一啲抉擇同埋犧牲啊。咁呢啲犧牲就係咩咧？就係如果有一啲不善友啦，有啲惡友嘅話咧，其實我哋要去遠離佢。
So in Buddhism, there is three way that a person perform the action. For example, thinking, speaking, and physical action. So Buddha said these three doors should be pure, should be controlled, should be cultivated.
喺佛教裏面有講咧，身口意三業啊。咁佛陀就講啦，我哋嘅身口意三業咧係必須要清淨啊。嚇，點樣可以去清淨咧？我哋要守護我哋嘅三業啦，同埋我哋要好好咁樣去令到佢去有一個善嘅增長。
So in Dhammapada, it is very important for the many Buddhists. So in Dhammapada, the first two stanza says, if a person act with the impure mind, say something with impure mind, think something impure mind, suffering will be follow him like the wheels of a cart.
喺法句經上面有講啊，如果我哋三業唔清淨嘅話咧，就會好似一個車輪咁樣，佢一路係會跟住我哋咁樣轉。
On the other hand, Buddha said, if a person think, speak, act with pure mind, the happiness, joy will follow him like the shadow. So when we walk somewhere, shadow is follow us. We do not have any difficulties when shadow follow us, when we don't care it. So although we don't care it follow us. In the same way, when you do the good things, when you say the good things, when you act in a good way, good thing will follow you, either you want or not, until the samsara.
而如果我哋嘅三業係清淨嘅話呢，我哋會得到快樂啊！咁呢一個快樂呢，就會好似一個影子咁樣樣。我哋行到去邊度呢，呢個影子都會跟住我哋嚇。呢個快樂呢，亦都係會跟住我哋，係唔會離開我哋嘅。
So by now I believe that you know who you are, where your position is, and what you should do. So next, then come back to our story that we said. So do you remember what the question was? Asking from the Buddha, the Vyaggapajja, he was asking, Venerable Sir, we are the lay people who have the children, family, live a luxurious life. But is there any Dhamma that is good for us to live the ordinary life and to have a good life in the samsara?
我哋而家翻去長失經呢一度啊，長失居士呢，當時呢就係問佛陀啦，佛陀，我哋呢一種在家居士喺我哋嘅生活裏面，我哋享受緊我哋嘅生活，我哋過得好奢華。咁請問佛陀有啲咩方法可以令到我哋呢一種人喺現世同埋來世都可以得到快樂呢？
Then Buddha started to giving the answer. What the Buddha said, yes, there is answer. Yes, there is a way for you to live. So Buddha pointed out 8 points, 8 things. And among these 8, 4 related to this world, how to live with a good world in the society. And another 4 is related to the how to have a good life in the process of samsara.
咁佛陀咧就回答啊，有方法喺呢度咧就有8種方法，有4種方法咧就係俾我哋現世快樂，另外4種方法咧就係俾我哋來生有一個快樂嘅生活。
And of course, I believe that more or less all of you have very good established understanding regarding the 4 qualities that makes life well. So first one is what? Utthana Sampada. It is in Pali, it is known as Utthana Sampada. So when we translate it, it is hard working. This is the first things.
咁第一咧就係策起具足啊。咁喺呢度咧，意思就係話要去好勤力咁樣去工作。
So according to this sutta, what is the hard working? So hard working means whatever you do, a job, a profession, you have to work hard. So according to this sutta, it says, it is when a gentleman earns a living by the means such as farming, trading, raising cattle, and doing as government jobs or any kind of jobs that you are doing, and that job or that profession should not harm to others, should not disturb others. So whenever you are doing or whatever the jobs you are doing, you have to give your time, you have to be a kind of dedication to your works. So this is called the Utthana Sampada or hard working according to this sutta.
咁經典裏面咧就講呢一個策起具足嘅意思咧，就係我哋不論係從事士農工商，或者係專業嘅人員啦，或者做政府工都好啦，我哋工作上面咧要努力不懈啦，而且咧係唔可以傷害其他嘅眾生嘅。
So now, for example, now take us like here, who we are. Now maybe at this stage, you are not doing a job, but you are maybe given a kind of responsibility to take care of, right? Maybe in the house you take care of your grandson, grandchildren, or in the temple you may doing some kind of responsibility. So whatever you are doing, you have to do it properly and giving a kind of, you have to spend your energy for that works. So this is called the Utthana Sampada. This is how we can see the relationship in our life.
即使咧我哋 目前如果我哋自己冇工作嘅話咧，咁我哋譬如喺屋企啦，我哋去照顧屋企人啦，或者我哋喺寺院裏面做義工啦，我哋都要將我哋要做嘅工作去好努力咁樣去做好自己嘅本分。
So since you have better understanding about this, I'm not going to talk about this. But let me tell you something like, you see the term that is called the sampada. You see the lastly, in the Pali, it's called the sampada. So sampada means the wealth. I mean, this wealth you should have to have a good life.
喺呢一度拆起巨足咧，呢、這、一個巴利語 sampada。佢意思咧就係財富咁嘅意思。
Yeah. So then second sampada is araka sampada. Araka sampada means you have to have a kind of idea, a kind of ability to protect whatever you have earned, through your hard working.
第二個財富咧就係守護具足啊！呢度意思即係話我哋要識得去保護我哋自己嘅財富。
Now there is several ways that your wealth can be destroyed.
咁喺呢度咧，我哋有幾種方法咧都可以令到我哋嘅財富係散失嘅。
For example, sometimes if you earn a lot, but you are just give post or kept or you deposit somewhere else. But if something happened to your life, all the money can be belong to if there is no one, can be belong to someone that you don't like, or can be belong to the governments, but you don't want it to be like so. So it means like when we earn, sometimes we keep all the things in the same one places or fix or deposit somewhere. But it seems like if something happened to our life, then actually according to the law, those wealth can be belong to the governments. So this is one way that you can lose your wealth.
第一種情況咧就係可能我哋會儲咗好多錢啦。咁但係咧，因為唔同嘅原因咧，可能最後呢啲錢咧會歸咗去俾政府。
Then of course you may thinking how come this happened? Of course it may not happen nowadays because there is several way how to save those things. But that is what happened actually most of the time. Sometimes we don't see they have no children, there is no other person. And just because of you earn a lot of wealth and you kept it and you don't want to put any other person there, but something happened to your life. What happened? You did nothing for the merits, you did nothing for yourself, you invest or you protect, you kept all the wealth, but finally this wealth is gone.
喺呢個情況咧，或者你哋可能好少機會接觸到，但係咧的而且確有咁嘅情況嘅，即係有啲人咧佢係儲咗佢好多嘅財富，咁但係咧佢又冇子女啦，又冇一啲繼承人嘅，咁所以最後咧呢一啲錢可能因為佢死亡啦，咁然後呢啲錢咧其實就最終就俾咗政府啦。
And another way is your wealth can be taken by the thief or murder.
第二種情況咧，財富嘅散失咧，會因為盜賊或者係冒親嘅。
So I think you know about the Robin Hood. The characteristic Robin Hood actually, this is the person who take the wealth from the rich people and he gave to the poor people, the needy one.
或者大家都會有聽過羅賓漢啊。咁羅賓漢咧就係一個劫富濟貧嘅人。
So in our society there are some people, sometimes we see they work hard, they have money, but they are never share with others, they are kept for themselves. But around there are many people who need, then they see it, but they have not good mind regarding that person and his wealth.
有一種人咧，佢儲咗好多嘅財富。 咁但係咧，同時間佢身邊可能有一啲人咧，已經開始對佢嘅財富咧係打算盤啦，想攞佢嘅錢噶啦。
So that's why sometimes he says, you know, he's very rich, but he's very greedy. This kind of mental attitude comes because of, yes, they earn the money, but they are protected for themselves, and unfortunately, because of they are greedy, some other people come and can be taken this wealth.
咁所以呢啲人咧，佢可能佢自己本身都好有錢啦。咁但係咧，因為佢亦都係好貪心啊。由於貪嘅緣故咧，其他人可以有機可乘去掠奪佢嘅財富。
And your wealth also can be destroyed due to the natural disaster. So also need to be aware about how to protect yourself from the thief, from the natural disaster, from the unloved people. So this is the quality. This is the second sampada or second quality that a person need to be aware about.
咁我哋嘅財富咧，亦都有可能咧會因為天災啦去散失嘅，亦都有可能會因為我哋身邊有一啲我哋唔中意嘅人啦，佢去掠奪咗嘅。
And the third point is the kalyana mittata. That means good friend. So in order to have the good life, so sometimes, as you know, in the society there are many people, but all the people are the good, and at the same time not all the people are not the bad, like our fingers. So there are different people are there, different mental attitudes are there. So according to this sutta, a person should know that, should associate it with the people who have the good quality. So what type of good quality that person should have? Good quality like the faith, virtue, wisdom. So in order to have a good life, always should associate with the good friendship, good people.
咁第三咧就係善友相應啊！呢度講緊嘅咧就係善知識啊！咁咩係善知識啊？善知識咧即係話佢係具足信心啦，具足戒啦，亦都有布施嘅心啦，同埋有智慧嘅。
So during the Buddha and during the Buddha's day, as well as if we study about the human history, we see there were many people who lost their wealth, who lost their life because of the bad friends, or because of the association with the bad people.
有好多人佢散失咗財富咧，都係因為交咗惡友。
And the fourth one is the balanced life. So as we said, you have to have the balance, like to take care of your body, to take care of the society, take care of others. In the same times, you have to have also a balanced lifestyle in your finance, like how much you earn and how much you spend. Also should be very aware about this. Otherwise, if you are not aware about your income and outgoing, sometimes you don't know that everything is finished, but you did not the recall, or you did not work for that to increase those things. So that's why finally here regarding your finance, one should be very aware about the income and outgoing.
第四咧就係等命啊！呢度嘅意思咧就係要有一個平衡嘅生活啊！我哋咧除咗係照顧我哋自己啦，照顧我哋身邊嘅人，甚至乎我哋會照顧社會上面嘅人。咁咧，但係喺呢度我哋需要注意嘅就係我哋嘅收入啊，同埋我哋支出啊，係需要有一個平衡嚇。
So in this sutta, after saying that the four sampada or the four wealth, that is hardworking, and the next one is protection, what you have earned, and third one is good association, and the last one is balanced life. So if a person is not aware about this, and especially whenever he is about to going for the man, going for the women, and become the alcoholic or drunk, or become the have no idea about the gambling and having the bad association and bad relationship with in the community. So these are the four ways person can lose his wealth. And Buddha said, as we discussed earlier, those four things should be always in his life to protect, to have a good life in this society or in a mundane life.
喺呢度講呢，頭先佛陀就講啊，我哋喺我哋工作上面呢，我哋需要係勤力啦，然後我哋揾到嘅錢呢，我哋要有方法去將佢保存好啦。跟住呢，我哋需要去結交一啲善知識啦。最後呢，就係我哋要將我哋嘅收入同埋支出呢，要有一個平衡啊！如果呢四樣嘢做得唔好，再加上我哋去沉迷男女色啦、飲酒啦、賭博啦，同埋結交惡友嘅話呢，呢一啲因素呢，都係會令我哋嘅財富失散嘅。
So after explaining that, Buddha also said that now what we discussed is the four facts that a person need to develop to have the mundane life. The next one is how to develop his or her the cosmic, means how to have the good fortune life throughout the samsara, as we discussed. So there are accomplishment of faith. So a person should have this fact, that is, have to have the faith, should be live ethical life, and should have the attitude of sharing with others. In the same time, they should have wisdom to win the samsaric life.
所以喺呢度呢，如果我哋唔沉迷個男女色啦，唔沉迷飲酒，唔沉迷賭博，而且能夠去結交善知識嘅話呢，我哋呢就可以守得住我哋嘅財富啦。咁呢一個呢，就可以係利益到我哋今生啦。咁至於來生嘅幸福呢，我哋有4種嘅特質。第一種呢，就係需要有信心啦。第二呢，就喺持戒方面。第三呢，就係布施。最後呢，就係智慧。
And these kind of factors should be teach to those who are about to start their life. So many of you have the opportunity when you go to the society, you will encounter different people and sometimes you can share. So as you see in the pictures, there's a mother who teaching or showing or giving a kind of lifestyle to her child, having a connection with the Dhamma.
咁我哋咧好似係見到呢一幅圖咁樣啦，呢個媽媽帶住佢個細路仔咧去到親近三寶啊。
And the next point is, as we said, so in order to win your spiritual lifestyle, one should have saddha, that is called the faith. So faith in the Buddha and his teachings and his followers, because Buddha is the person who taught us what is good, what is bad, what should be done, what should not be done. So due to this respect, one has to have the faith in the Buddha and Dhamma and Sangha.
第一咧就係信具足啊，嚇！咁信咧，我哋係信啲乜嘢？我哋係需要信佛啊，信佛、信法、信僧啊，因為咧佛係可以俾到我哋光明嘅指引啊，令到我哋去離開黑暗啊，所以我哋需要去對佛有充足嘅信心。
Now sometimes we see the people because of they are saying that we are coming from the different tradition, different regions, so we don't have faith in the Dhamma. So we have to say them like, we all like to the good people, right? For example, in our society, if there is a person who doing something good, we always respect to them. We have a kind of faith in that person. In the same way, Buddha is a person who sacrificed a lot in order to give this kind of Dhamma toward the human's life, to end the human suffering. So at least thinking about this quality, his virtue, his quality, one can generate faith in Buddha.
咁咧，我哋點解要信佛咧？因為咧，佛其實佢喺覺悟之前咧，其實佢亦都係犧牲咗，用咗好多時間去到實踐波羅蜜，咁然後佢先至可以去完全覺悟到㗎。咁所以其實我哋就係因為呢一樣嘢，我哋知道佛其實亦都係為眾生付出咗好多。喺菩薩行裏面去付出咗好多，咁所以咧，我哋喺呢度咧對佛咧係需要有一個充足嘅信心嘅。
So next one is the virtue. So it's called the sila. So one has to develop the faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. And the second sampada or second wealth is that person should be silava. That means that person should have the lifestyle, a morality lifestyle where he practice these 5 precepts.
第二咧就係戒具足啊嚇，咁我哋咧就需要親近有一啲人咧，佢係可以持守5戒嘅。
So if we talk about this more, then now as you see in the pictures, there is a monk who preaching the Dhamma, and there is some people who were sitting on ground and listening to the Dhamma. So this is actually one incident that you can see in the Theravada tradition. So time to time in the full moon day, they go to the temple and listen to the Dhamma, and the whole day they stay in the temple and they observe the 8 precepts.
大家睇到呢一幅圖咧，就係呢一個咧喺每個月嘅15嗰一日咧，喺南傳佛教嘅習俗裏面咧，就係信眾咧會喺每個月嘅15咧，就去到寺院嗰度去聽佛法，同埋咧去手持8關齋戒。
So on the full moon day, you precept, means they are advised to accept protect the 8 precept, but in the ordinary life, it is the 5 precepts should be always with them. So as you know, the 5 precepts are not killing animals, and not stealing what is not given, and not having the sexual misconduct, or not lying, and not being alcoholic. These are the 5 precepts that a person should have in their life, because this is the things that bring us to a kind of inner peace, inner liberation, thinking that life is pure or trained in this kind of ethical way.
因為咧，佢哋係相信持戒清淨嘅話咧，佢哋會得到快樂啊！所以咧，佢哋除咗15嘅時候去到手持8關齋戒之外咧，佢哋平日咧每日咧都會好好咁樣去手持5戒嘅。
So here one thing we have to be very careful, that is not killing animals is not only enough. So it means while you are not killing animals, in the same times it should be what? Whenever you have the opportunity to give the lives, should be done.
喺呢一度咧，不殺生咧，其實唔係淨係講唔殺害眾生啊。同時間咧，我哋係需要去護生啊。盡量我哋要爭取機會，如果有一啲眾生佢嘅生命我哋可以救到嘅話，我哋係應該去救佢。
So in the commentary, we have so many stories where there were the incidents whose lifetime was very short. According to their act, they had the long lifespan.
喺論裏面咧，好多地方都有提及到，有一啲人咧，佢本來咧佢個生命咧係好短嘅，好短命嘅，但係因為咧佢係喺不殺生呢一條戒裏面，佢持守得好好啊，咁所以咧最終咧佢得到長命。
So let me share you one small story like that. So there was a boy who was living in the temple, and the chief monk, he can read the hands and he can tell the future. So this chief monk saw this boy going to die within a few days. So he sent the boy to the family to live with his parents and like that. So somehow, after some times, when this boy went to home, after some times, he's coming back. So the monk saw this boy from far away. He couldn't believe what was happened to him actually.
我喺呢度咧同大家咧分享一個故事啊，就係咧有一個在家嘅男仔咧，咁佢咧喺個寺院裏面，咁就有一個出家人咧就幫佢睇佢嘅掌紋啊，咁就話俾佢聽咧，佢得返幾日嘅命，咁所以咧呢一個出家人咧就請呢個男仔快啲返屋企同屋企人相處餘下嘅日子啦。咁隔咗一段時間咧，呢個男仔咧再返嚟嗰個寺院嗰度揾呢個出家人啊。咁呢個出家人見到呢個男仔咧係冇辦法相信佢能夠見到佢。
So he called the boy and he was asking what happened because he couldn't believe that how can this happen. Then the boy explained that on the way to his home, he saw there was a small pond. So in the pond, there were so many ants was about to die. So he break the branch of the tree and he put that branch to the water. So through this branch, all the ants came to the earth. I mean, they rescued their life. So then monks realized that yes, it is because of something called something called jivadana or abhedana, that is making others life. So he got this kind of karma, good karma.
咁呢個出家人咧就問呢個男仔啊，點解你依家都仲係可以生存到喺度咧，仲未死咁嘅意思？咁呢個男仔咧就同出家人講，因為咧我喺我返屋企嘅途中咧，我見到有一個水池，嗰個水池咧有好多蟻啊。咁於是乎咧，佢想救啲蟻啊，於是乎咧佢就揾咗一啲樹枝咧，引咗啲蟻上個樹枝嗰度，咁啲蟻就全部就安全啦，就唔使浸死啊！正正係咧，因為呢一個善行咧，所以佢改變咗佢嘅命運。原本佢只係得幾日嘅命嚇，咁最終咧佢可以得到一個長壽。
So that's why what we learn the lesson from here is that in order to win, in order to have the good fortune life throughout the samsara, one must be protect the precept in their whole life.
所以喺呢度咧，教我哋啲乜嘢咧？就係我哋必須要好好咁樣守持我哋嘅五戒。
And the third point is actually is called the chaga, so that is giving charity or alms.
第三咧就係捨具足啊，咁呢度就係講布施。
So, as a lay followers, sometimes you have to do this kind of charity toward the temple, toward the one who need. In the same times, it is also about what? It is also about freely generous, being open-minded and giving, loving to let go and commit to charity. So, this is the quality that a person should have, that is whatever they have in their hand, sometimes they should share some of them with others in the name of in the name of charity, in the name of humanity, in the name of merits.
係呢度咧嘅布施咧就係講，不論我哋擁有嘅係多少啦，多多少少都好啦，只要係我哋擁有嘅嘢，我哋都用一個好開放嘅心，用一個好真誠嘅布施嘅心，去到幫助一啲慈善嘅團體啦，或者有需要嘅人啦，甚至乎係三寶嘅。
So as you see in the picture, this is actually a real picture that according to Theravada tradition, sometimes monks goes for the alms round. So people in the village, they are prepare the food. So whenever the monks coming, they offer the food like this. So after the offering, monk chant and bless them. So this kind of activity make the people very, very happy and very joy.
我哋就好似睇到呢一幅圖咁樣啦，咁呢一個咧就係喺南傳佛教嘅一種托缽嘅傳統啦。咁布施者咧，其實佢每一日咧就會去準備一啲食物啦，俾僧人嘅托缽嘅僧人嘅。咁布施者其實去做呢個布施嘅時候咧，心裏面咧係充滿住歡喜心咁樣去做。
Now, when I talk about like these things, it seems very simple things. It seems like we have heard about these things for a long, long time and every day. But actually, these things we have to look deeply, carefully, and with intentionally. Then we will see the insight behind all these factors. As we heard all this wisdom, sometimes we are talking like this very simply. Without taking seriously, but as a generous Buddhist, as a followers, you must take this very seriously, and you have to follow these things properly with faith in action.
我哋如果係佛弟子嘅話咧，我哋要視布施咧係一個好重要嘅事情。我哋唔好睇輕布施，以為就咁樣，我哋俾咗一啲嘢出去去。布施去供養咁就算，其實咧布施呢一件事咧係一個好，我哋應該係視佢為一個好重要嘅事嚟嘅。
So last thing is the having the insight in raising and passing of the things. So here one thing we have to understand clearly is that things exist, things arise, exist for a while and pass away. So all the things, that is the theory of the world. This is the theory of all the phenomena. So as lay followers, they also need to have a clear understanding, a clear pictures about the nature of phenomena.
第四咧就係慧具足啊！呢度講緊嘅咧就係智慧。咁咩係智慧咧？智慧就係我哋係能夠清楚睇到緣生緣滅。
So, to make a small summarize regarding this, what we discuss is, in our life, there are so many situations that we have to go through, so many challenge. So, although we go through challenge, we should not forget that the belief, the faith in karma and result.
我哋喺呢度做一個簡單嘅總結，咁咧。我哋生活裏面咧，其實充滿住好多煩惱同埋困難啦。咁但係咧，我哋唔好忘記佛法。
In order to free from suffering, Buddha taught many Dhamma, and among them there was one Dhamma is how to have the good life in the mundane life and how to have the good life in the samsaric life until they attain Nibbana.
佛陀講咗好多佛法，咁呢啲佛法咧，其實最終咧都係想開示俾我哋。如果我哋喺在家嘅生活，我哋點樣可以活得開心？如果我哋有出嚟嘅心，我哋點樣可以去離開生死輪迴？
So one of such teaching is this Digajanu. So Digajanu was asking, while having the luxurious life in the society, is there any Dhamma for us? So Buddha taught the Dhamma for them. So in the Buddha's answer, there was 8 factors. So out of 8, 4 was for the mundane lives, and 4 was how to win the spiritual lives, or how to have the good fortune life throughout the samsara. So after having this Dhamma from the Buddha, the Digajanu was so happy and he appreciated the Buddha's teachings. So as I said again, these, if you take the simply, these are simple but still profound. So as a Buddhist devotional practitioner, you have to take it seriously and you have to keep in mind and follow in their daily lives. Then you will see the result of this. So whenever a person is follow this, their happiness not only this life, but that happiness, the conscious of that happiness, or the mental state of that happiness will continue throughout the samsara. So in the samsara, there will be benefited in many ways, because until attain Nibbana, we should have the fortune life from where we can do more meritorious activities. And eventually, when the merits enough, when we cultivate enough our mind to see the thing as it is, then our liberation will take place.
喺呢度呢，我哋今日呢就同大家分享咗佛陀嘅其中一個法啦，就喺長失經裏面嚇，長失居士就請教佛陀嚇，有咩方法呢可以令到今生同埋來生都得到快樂？咁佛陀呢就俾咗8個方法俾佢嘅，咁其中4個方法呢就係關於現世嘅快樂，另外4個方法呢就係來生嘅幸福啊。咁呢一啲方法呢，我哋聽起上嚟呢，以為好容易嚇，好簡單，但係其實呢，做起上嚟呢係唔容易㗎。我哋要好認真咁樣對待佛法，我哋要將我哋聽完嘅法好好咁樣記住，然後我哋好好咁樣去實踐，因為只有透過實踐，我哋嘅生活先至可以得到真正嘅快樂，我哋嘅精神先至可以得到提升，同埋我哋心力又可以由軟弱去變到去強大嘅。
So I hope today through Dhamma, this Dhamma sharing, you learn some things. I cannot say you learn everything. You can learn a lot. Might be you learn some words, something, some phrase or some statement. So keep in mind and try to live accordingly. So if you follow the Dhamma, Dhamma will never make you disappoint. So that's the point. So I wish you that may you find the meaning in this Dhamma, may you get the benefit in Dhamma, thinking, saying so. Today our Dhamma talk, we will wind up here, and after that, after the Venerable translation, we will the merit transfer.
咁我喺呢度呢，希望今日大家聽到嘅佛法裏面，即使只有一句你哋覺得係受用嘅話呢，希望你哋都好好記住呢一句嚇，然後呢就實踐喺你哋生活上面。咁我希望喺呢度你哋會真正能夠得到佛法嘅利益啦，同埋係可以發起充滿嘅。咁稍後我哋會做一個回向。
So first of all, by the power of Dhamma sharing, Dhamma discussion, Dhamma listening, whatever the merits we have earned, by the power of that, all the beloved who are passed away, we would like to transport them. May they be safe, may they find the liberation through the samsara. In the same times, by the power of this merit, may all who organized, for example, now because of the ACC, right? We should thankful to the ACC. Because of the ACC, we are all connect together and have such a nice place where we can learn the Dhamma, share the Dhamma, listen the Dhamma, and deliver the Dhamma. In the same time, personally, I also would like to thank inviting me for give this or sharing this Dhamma sharing with you. And also a special thanks to the Venerables. As I said last time, without whom I cannot meet you, because she is in middle, she being in the middle, she transferred the message. So I should also thankful to the Venerable, and especially again highlighting or emphasizing the works doing by the ACC. So whatever the merits we have accumulated in this Dhamma talk, Dhamma sharing, Dhamma listening, Dhamma preaching, by the power of that, may all the founder, organizer and the work who are supporting to the SSC, may they be happy, may they are healthy, may they are peaceful. Thinking so, shall we say 3 times, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
咁喺呢度呢，我哋將今日我哋聽經啦、講法啦嘅功德回向俾我哋身邊已經過咗身嘅親友啦，希望佢哋平安，能夠離苦得樂。另外，我哋亦都回向俾阿彌陀佛關懷中心啦，同埋所有去支持阿彌陀佛關懷中心嘅捐款者啦。咁希望佢哋都係能夠快樂同埋平安嘅。咁我喺呢度呢，係特別去多謝今次邀請我過嚟講課嘅法師啦，同埋幫我翻譯嘅法師啦。希望我哋將我哋呢2堂課所講嘅一切佛法，大家去聽法，心中充滿法喜，同埋我哋能夠將呢一個功德回向俾法界嘅所有嘅眾生啦。願大家都係能夠得到平安同埋快樂。
And also special thanks to all of you for coming and listening and supporting each others to listen Dhamma.
亦都好感謝在座各位啦，今日都嚟抽時間去聽聞佛法啦。
And especially both of them also, they are organized everything very nicely. If they are not here, we cannot do all these things.
亦都好感謝Christine 同埋 CJ 啦，喺呢一堂課裡面嘅付出啦，同埋嘅錄影幫忙啦。
So finally, we wish may all be happy, may all be healthy, may all find peace, and may all free from suffering, and may all finally attain Nibbana.
祝福各位啦，健康啦，平安快樂，能夠離苦得樂，早日證涅槃嘅。